right, y'all been asking for one of these, and we done brought 2 of them. Plus, if you follow us on Instagram, you seen our giveaway as well. So 87 Grand National. I'm gonna do a video on Instagram later because people keep asking, is this the giveaway car and all of that. So this is an 87. We'll go around the car like normal, but 87 analog gauges. This is the 86 that we're also going to be well, we've already posted on Instagram, but you guys will see a video on it as well coming soon, but you can clearly see. And then I got the other 87 in the main building, which if you watch the video I posted yesterday, you'll see that, but it's got a digital digital cluster. So hopefully that'll kind of help you guys to see that we actually do have 3 of them. But anyway, let's get into this one that we have for sale. This one is $32,900, a little bit cheaper than normal because it does need a little bit of work. Paint, I'm gonna probably give it about a 6, probably about 6.5. It's driver's quality paint, but there are some spots that do need to be fixed up. Going down the passenger door is in good shape, no dents, no cracks, nothing that I need to point out there. T-tops are in pretty good condition, you know, compared, they do have some normal scratches and things like that. Right across the front, you can see a little bit of bubbling right here. That's why we said it is going to need some paint eventually. That's why it is a little bit cheaper than what we normally have them at. The rear quarter looks pretty solid, actually. I'm not seeing any waves or dents. You guys can see the reflection there, so it's pretty good at pointing those out. We got new Cooper Cobras at all 4 corners. Rear glass is solid. You don't have any cracks in it or anything. Trunk is going to show the condition of the paint. Again, it's driver's quality for sure. You got your normal swirls and that from people washing the car. Rear bumper's in good shape. We don't have any dents or cracks or anything like that. Let's go ahead and move down to the driver's side. Again, this rear quarter looks pretty solid. I don't have anything that I can really point out there. Let's see. Door gaps look pretty solid. It's crazy because, you know, I can tell because one, it's a black car, and then we got this, you know, the black and white marbled looking epoxy floor. It makes this car look like it's super wet. That's why I try to make sure I get these top parts for you guys so you guys can see. Again, the paint's not oxidized or anything. It's just got your normal, you know, normal wear and tear on it. Coming around the front, hood's in good condition. There's no rock chips or dents. We do have a little split in the paint right here. Again, at the price that we are posting this at, it definitely leaves you that room to go ahead and get your paint in and still come out cheaper. And you'll notice because we got that consignment one on sale for $50,000. So this one is basically $18,000 cheaper. Oh, front windshield solid too. Forgot to show that. I don't have any cracks, any rock chips. Actually, I do have a little rock chip right here under the mirror. Right there. Other than that, solid. Let me go ahead, pop this trunk and the hood. Strut's obviously been replaced because that hood popped up. So you guys already know, power brakes, power steering, disc brakes all the way around. 3.8 with the turbo. You guys know exactly what you're looking for in a Grand National. It's relatively clean underneath. Can't really tell. It's got a new alternator. I can tell that. That's about it for the most part. We'll do the test drive. You guys will see how it runs. Wrong key. Right key. Trunk is super clean. Original factory under coating on the inside. Nothing in here. No carpet, no spare. You guys can see the floors are solid. No rust, no holes anywhere. And there's all our coats. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get on to the interior. Make sure I shut. Did I shut this? Yep. Alright. Seats are pretty solid. Rear seats, no rips, no tears, no stains. The side, I don't even know what you call them. The back panels. These can be redone, definitely. Headliner solid, no sagging. Carpet, no issues there. Front passenger seat looks good. And here's our passenger door panel. No warping. You got a little bit of discoloration from the gray. That's normal, so I wouldn't really complain about that. The jambs look solid. Dash does have some splitting in it, to be expected with this mileage. Again, T-top solid. Aftermarket radio, we'll see if it works. And we got the plastic down. Ooh, that boy shocked me. Let me shut this. Alright, over here on the driver's side. Driver's seat looks good again, no rips, tears, so we're solid there. Hey Parker, hey, can you open that door for me? Can you open that door for me, please? Yeah. And this panel looks pretty solid. Carpet's good, no warping. We'll check the mirrors and everything once we get in there. Let's go ahead, get in here. Stop it there. Hey, you can stop it there. Hit stop. Yeah, hit stop. Yeah, we don't let him go all the way up, because if he gets stuck, can't nobody do anything. So, appreciate it. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Let me get my keys. Seatbelt is a little bit loose, because this is as far as it goes back. Y'all know that's one thing I'm going to definitely check all the time. Let's see if this radio works while it's on. That's the source. Man, I don't even know. I'm on FM. I don't know. It's one of them old Explodes from like the early 2000s when it was super popular. And I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. No, that's changing. I got a plus sign like this is volume, but it's going through the things instead. So I don't even know how to turn the volume up, so we're gonna say it doesn't work. No horn. Left turn signal clicking. Nothing in the dash. Tilt steering wheel. Lights are on. I can see them up there, and I saw the dash get dim. Let's see. Windows work. A little bit on the slow side, but not too off for a G-body. Let me get these up because it's cold. Door locks, electronic does not work. No AC or heat. I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and give her a drive. Add a little bit of pep to it. Like I said, we're selling this one. It's a semi project. If you followed our page, you know, for any amount of time, you guys kind of see the price of what Grand Nationals are. So once you get closer to that 30 or below range, more than likely you're gonna be, you know, in something that needs a little bit of work. This one does run, drive, and stop. Speedometer does work. You can hear that turbo spooling up. Hands off the wheel, she's tracking straight. Alignment is good. I got a little play in the steering wheel. Shifts were smooth. Up to 50 there. You guys can hear it spool up. This thing is definitely peppy though. I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, I gotta have a Grand National, it's the #1 G-body. I understand why people like them. You don't see them all the time. But for me personally, I gotta be able to change things on my car. And what I mean by that is, obviously suspension and brakes. I gotta do big brakes. I gotta do coilovers, all of that, which is acceptable. But there's only so much you can do on the motor. Like, you know, you can go through bigger injectors, a bigger turbo, but you can't LS swap it or it's not a Grand National anymore. So, and I mean, it sounds cool hearing the turbo, definitely, but I need a little more growl for sure. But either way, if you are looking for a Grand National, you always have to make that decision. Do you want to spend them big bucks and be done with it, not have to do anything but baby it and drive it? Or do you want to get in a little bit cheaper and, you know, see the process through? Again, suspension solid, brakes actually feel good, no complaints here, well modulated. And like I said, she's definitely a little on the peppy side. Come on, bro, you so busy looking, drive. That's why. But all right, I'm gonna get back and throw her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. All right, got the Grand National up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks solid. I don't see anything that needs to be pointed out there. Gas tank looks to be OG, no signs of leaks or anything. You guys already saw the trunk pans from the inside. Of course, they look solid. You got that 8.5 Grand National rear end, 10 bolt, drums in the rear. Pans look solid. I'm gonna go ahead and go down this passenger side first. Frame looks good. Still got the factory cats installed. No issues with the floors. Floors look good. Got a set of MagnaFlow exhaust on here. Mufflers, my bad. Frame good on this driver's side. And again, floors are phenomenal. So no issues there. No rust spots or anything. Cross member looks good. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. We just came off the test drive. Looks bone dry under here. Disc brakes up in the front. All suspension appears to be OG. Don't see any signs of leaks from anywhere. It's a solid car underneath, actually. Say that like I'm surprised. I shouldn't be, but again, Cooper Cobras, all four corners. Moving along underneath. Underneath body looks good. Again, I don't see any dents, any rust, any bubbling that needs to be pointed out. And let's get on over to this driver's side. Again, nothing really there. Oh, I forgot too, the wheels look good too. I didn't see any curb rash or anything that needed to be pointed out. You know, these GN style wheels, super popular. Got a little bit of running down here. But again, body is in very solid condition. All right, if you guys are interested in this 87, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.